And what is going on YouTube? Just another gaming channel, bringing you just another video. So finally, guys, it's at 3:04. I'll get the boots and chest I need soon. But finally, I've got the Gensym night set. Now, I've wanted this set for a long time. Originally, I didn't like it, but I think it looks cool as hell. I have spent the last week and a half grinding tokens on IO, and you know how Bungie put in limits, so you can grind about 6 chests and then they don't give you anything. You have to either do a public event or go back to orbit, and even sometimes going back to orbit and returning doesn't work because there's a timer on it. Fucking annoying, Bungie. 1 token from a chest, 1 token from a 4-minute battle with a boss for a public event. You guys are ridiculous. Yesterday I turned in a couple hundred tokens. I got the cloak 4 times, I got the chest twice, I got the arms, and I got the helmet twice. Didn't get the boots. All I needed were the boots. For over a week and a half I've been grinding just IO to get it. Now, yes, the colour's something to desire, but you know we're going to go through the lore and then we're going to look at some colours, because I just think this is a really nice unique set, and I need to get my cloak, my boots and my chest up slightly. So as soon as we're doing that, I'll be wearing this bad boy just for shits and giggles. So guys, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Finally, I feel so relieved. So the helmet, I have no use for murky sentimentality. What do I need? What I do need is an assistant who stays alive as often as possible. Ashimir. Okay, so this is essentially a recovery and a resilience based armor set, guys. There's some mobility, probably averages out at about 3 or 4. And so this is what. So I've kind of figured. I've analysed all the sets now, and maybe I'll do a video about it. I know which sets are mobility, I know which sets are high resistance, and I know which sets are high recovery, and I also know which sets provide a nice little balance. And of course, you can tweak those depending on the mods you apply to your actual character. Okay, so I had an extra resilience mod on there, as you can see. So, sorry, the helmet. So the helmet, I think it's fantastic, and I love the hood there. You see that invisible sort of see-through material, and I wonder what's behind the hood. What is it? What do you reckon behind the helmet? Some sort of. It's interesting. It's an interesting effect, like a marble effect. God knows. But I like the shape. It's unusual, and that's what I like. And the cloak as well. You've got traditional weaved cloak, and then you've got this unusual material on the outside. I think it's lovely. And just noticed here on the shoulder this talisman or crest that probably clips on the leather straps and clicks the cloak. Has it got 2? It does. So some sort of insignia of importance there. I think it's the same design as what's on the back of the cloak, actually. Something to do with the Traveller, probably. Same as this front insignia, yeah, the Traveller there. But we'll get to that when we get to the chest. But yeah, the helmet and the top hood of the cloak, anyway, it looks fantastic. So the arms. Gensym armour. Let's hope it does you more good than it did me, Ashimir. So this is his old armour, okay? For some reason, I think that this might be the armour he wore when he went to explore the Vex, and the Vex basically, well, he's got a Vex leg now. He's half Vex, he's turned into a Vex. But the arms themselves are pretty standard, but I like the shape of the wrist guard and the shoulder guards, and then the underlying material, this crisscross leather type. Well, it's more like a rubber, I guess. But if we get rid of, excuse me, unlock that, do that. We get rid of the text. You can see a little bit more. There's a dagger in place there, traditional hunter's identity. They're pretty symmetrical design. It's quite simple, but then you've got these little etchings, as you can see in the crest there on the chest, which we'll get to in a minute. But quite simple, but there's tiny little etchings and engravings. Give it this subtle detail that other armor sets don't have, and I think that really adds to this design. So you've got the grey belts and the tassels at the top. That's holding the cape on. Okay, that's fine. So the chest piece. Have you ever considered that the Traveller might just be as chaotic and arbitrary as everything else, Ashimir? So, perhaps I have thought about that, you know. So here we see the chest piece. It's a slick stealth design, isn't it? It's put together well. Like it's almost like a single set with additional armor platings over the stomach and the rib area, covering the liver and the kidneys, extra protection maybe. The infamous, obviously dedicated to the Traveller and everything about it. But if this is Ashimir's old armor, then that makes sense. That makes sense. The colour's a bit, you know, but I didn't like the colour at first. But to be honest, it's kind of growing on me, even though we've got better shaders. And there on the back of the cloak, you can see the emblem again, etched in there. But we'll take a look at that. So the boots. Congratulations on finding your true calling in life. You have been an adequate assistance. So this condescending son of a bitch, basically, you help him with his missions, even though he's wrong on almost everything, every experiment he does. But it's like, yeah, well done. So yeah, the boots are interesting. You've got this brighter yellower patch of extra padding. I mean, I don't know. I guess support on muscles. I don't know. But you can see over the legs, you've got these extra crumple zones, shall we say. And what is that there? That's an interesting lump there. He must have he's got his last word tucked away. What do you reckon, guys? At least Bungie put in a penis, you know, that's good. At least they're being realistic to the anatomy. And then the boots they're really nice design. I like the silver, but I just like the kind of mechanicalization of it, you know, the rivets, the gaps between things. So that gap would, the reason that's not attached is because it would give you less flexibility on your muscles and your joints, so you've got more leeway there, you see. So overall, pretty good. And we'll have one look at the cloak. Remember, the universe is a chaotic system. This frippery won't protect you from the continuum, Ashimir. Okay. So the cloak again, I like the design of the cloak. The translucent material at the top's fantastic. The insignia is great. And I've been wanting this set for a long time. I finally got it, and it's not quite at level yet. But that is not going to stop us, guys, looking at some awesome shaders. Because you know the drill. If you know my shit, you've watched the drill. Now don't worry, I'm going to be deleting some of these. But let's just have a look at the gross ones first. I've been meaning to delete them. I've collected them by accident. Actually, that's not too bad. There's no red in there, so that's okay. You know, that's actually not nice at all. Let's go for my usual favourites, guys. So we're gonna go for the new monarchies, both dead orbits as well. Oh yeah, it looks pretty badass like that. Yeah, it's pretty badass. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh, the white on the cloak coming out there, the gold and silver. It's pretty good. Then we've got the new Monarchy Regalia. Not as nice. Not too bad. Just have a look at the Dead Orbit's Fate. This is the standard non-camo version. I've got a feeling this is going to look pretty damn good. Oh yeah. Oh shit, yeah, he looks like he means business, doesn't he? I think we've got to go Dead Orbit on this one, guys. That looks badass. Let's have a look at the Dead Orbit camo. Yeah, the camouflage version is not as nice. I think the dark greys look a lot better. Okay, let's have a look at the Iron Wolf. That's silver. You know I like that silver. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah. It looks like proper metal armor. It looks badass. The monochromatic, you know I love this one, guys. You know I do. It's nice. It just sometimes on certain materials, the way they design the armor, it looks a bit plasticky. So that's what concerns me about using that. We've got the Midnight Talons. That's the silver and gold again. If it wasn't for the bright yellow patches, that would work just fine. What about Callus's? White, purple, and a bit of gold. Pretty ordinary. Now, what about? I've only got two of them, but Gift of the Nine shader, Trials. That's pretty nice, isn't it? All white, even the undertones. tiniest bit of glimmering blue in the kneecaps. It's pretty cool. So I can't decide between. I think I don't like the Regalia, but the New Monarchy Diamonds I think is fantastic. That looks badass. It really does.
If we abandon it,
but then I really like the simplicity of the Dead Orbit's fate. It looks like it's dark. It looks, you know, the darkness of it. That I'm in business. I'm going to destroy everything. You know, come over to the dark side, Luke. You know, that sort of thing. But anyway, guys, finally I've got this. I've been guys. There's still I'm still missing single pieces on at least 5 or 6 armor sets, and I cannot get them. I've been trying to grind for you guys to show you these armor sets, and it is driving me insane. It is absolutely driving me insane, fellas. It really is crippling me. It's driving me nuts. I've been grinding for hours and hours and hours at a time, and it's so frustrating. But guys, for those that made it through, please feel free to check out the Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wilds DLC. It's fantastic. I've uploaded it. I've got more to upload. It is a phenomenal game. If you want a break from Destiny until the DLC comes out with the improved sandbox updates, which sound like they're gonna make a move closer to Destiny 1 on how we do things, which will be great. But check out my channel, guys. Share my channel, subscribe. I don't normally ask for this, but I'd really like to start growing now that I'm up to 280 subs, which I'm so grateful for you guys. For those that have ever messaged me, you know that I've replied to every single person. I'm pretty sure I've replied to every single person. If I haven't, I've just not noticed your message, and I apologise. But so far, I have commented to every person, I do believe. I've done 2 giveaways. I might do a giveaway at 300 subs, maybe an Elgato recording device or a new game. I don't know. I've just dropped my pad. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Check out some of my other content. Share with your friends. Get them to share. Chat about it. If you like it, leave a like. If you don't, leave a dislike. It's all good. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. So cheers.